Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? So, today we have a 2x on all shards. Okay. Ancient, Void, and Sacred. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, I don't have many shards. Okay. Really don't have many. But, you know what? We're gonna pull and hope for the best anyway. Okay. The only thing that I'm really hoping to get is Geomancer. The only thing that I'm the only chipping that I'm really hoping to get is Geomancer, and that's really it. That's really it. Yeah, let's just dive straight into it. What epics? Ooh, we got the new the new epic for the new faction. Lion Scar Galatea. Epic for the new faction. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'll take it. Okay. Okay. Sinisha, Rockbreaker. I'll talk about all of them at the end. Okay, Crimson Helm, Shaman. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ooh, Tagore. We'll take that. I think this might be the last one. Wow. That is, yeah, the last one. Just 6 single pulls now. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of food champions from this. Wow, no epics at all. Damn. Oh, there's an epic. Oh, Yelfred. I already have him. Alright, on to the voids. We have 1 10-pull and then 3 singles. Void epic. Another void epic. Another one. Okay. Three void epics. I'll take that. Slix's Strike Hide. We'll talk about them at the end. Oh, oh my god! Holy shit! I was not expecting that! A void Lego! We'll freaking. Oh, his reviews though. I mean, okay, we'll freaking talk about him. Alright. Supreme Kale. AoE A1. Textile enemies has a 75% chance to place weaken. Oh, wait. 20, 25. Oh, what, 50% chance then? 15 plus 25, 35, 40. Yeah, 50% chance to place weaken. Oh, I mean, okay. Attacks on enemies has a 100% chance of placing 3 poisons for 2 turns. Can't be resisted. Also increases the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. Can't be resisted. Okay. So, wait, these can't be resisted. So he does not need accuracy at all. Attacks on enemies places a increased accuracy in all allies for 2 turns before attacking. Also has a 100% chance of placing decreased resistance on all enemies for 2 turns. Can't be resisted. Builds this champion estimated by 10% for each decreased resistance of placed by the skill. Decreases each target's accuracy, crit rate, crit damage by 3% for each poison debuff on them. They're multiple. Okay. So he doesn't require accuracy at all. This A1 can't be resisted. Can't be resisted. Can't be resisted. It doesn't require accuracy at all. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. And honestly, I would much rather have Geomancer. I would much rather have Geomancer. But Alfred can take that though. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're at in the champion chase. We got an epic book on a Lego book. I was not expecting that. Okay, let's go through the champions I got now. My God, that is. Okay, so Mystery Vanguard, Sylvan Watchers, Attack Epic, Faction Wars, Campaign Locations. Okay. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each has a 75% chance of placing weaken. Okay. Will ignore the increased defense and strength buffs as well as 20% of the target's defense. This attack kills the enemy, increases the duration of all buffs on this champion by 1 turn. Okay. Places increased attack, increased crit damage for 3 turns and grants an extra turn. Increases the champion's attack by 10% for each enemy with 50% HP or less. Okay. Okay, so she seems to be a nuker. She seems to be a void nuker. Let me look at her. What's the word? Multipliers. What's your name? Vanguard. A 3. She overall has a 3, but her multipliers. Ooh, a 5.5 on this A2. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. Okay. Selected Strike Hide. Lizardmen attack. One enemy 2 times each. It has a 30% chance of placing stun. Okay. For a Void Epic, that seems pretty. 30% chance on a double hitter. One enemy 2 times each hit. 8 will ignore shield, increase defense, and strengthen. Each hit also heals the champion by 20% of the damage inflicted. Attacks all enemies before attacking, places increased crit rate, crit damage for 2 turns. Increases this champion's crit damage by 10 every time they kill an enemy, stack 30. These stacks will reset upon death. If this champion's Blades of Finality skill kills an enemy, the next skill they use will ignore 30% of the target's defense. So if it's A2 kills someone, then his next attack will ignore 30% defense. That's a great setup for his A3. Increase crit rate, crit damage. That's a great setup for his A3. Okay, so what are his multipliers? A 3 overall. And his multipliers. No. A 3.3 on his A3, a 2.65 on his A2, and a 1.85 on his A1. Yeah, no thank you. Alright, Swawi Firstborn. Attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of placing decreased defense for 2 turns. Places increased attack and increased crit damage on the ship for 2 turns if this attack kills the enemy. Okay. Attacks on enemies has a 100% chance of placing decreased attack. Alright, simple. Attacks one enemy before attacking has a 100% chance of placing weaken for 2 turns. Okay, seems pretty simple. Pretty simple. Swawi Firstborn. Swawi. A 3 overall in her. Ooh. Oh my god. Her A3 has a 6.6 multiplier. Her A2 has a 4.1. And her A1 has a 4. Wow, okay. Okay. I mean, to be fair, she brings some good debuffs. And also, oh my god, increased attack and increased crit damage. With these multipliers, that'd be great. But yeah, she brings great debuffs. 50-50 chance of placing decreased defense. AoE, 100% land rate, decreased attack, 3rd turn cooldown. And then a single target, but 100% land rate weaken. Okay, not bad. I don't think actually, I kind of need a damage dealer for barbarians, but we'll see. Rear guard sergeant. Okay. Single target, 50-50 of placing decreased defense. AoE, 75% chance placing decreased attack. Heals yourself by 25% damage inflicted. Places ally protection and continuous heal buff on all allies except she doesn't place continuous heal on herself. Places a 50% ally protection buff. Sorry. And a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies except this champion. So she doesn't place continuous heal on herself. So okay. There's nothing to like protect herself with the ally protection though. So she places ally protection on the whole team, right? Ally protection. Oh yeah. Ally protection. The caster champion takes 25 or 50% of direct damage inflicted upon the target champion. Self-inflicted damage, HP burn, or poison does not trigger this effect. Each champion uses their own defense value for mitigating damage. Okay. So, because usually, right? when champions have a ally protection, they usually bring something. They usually place something else on themselves in order to help them protect with the ally protection. Right. For example, we go to Trumbor. Ally protection on everyone and increased defense on himself. Okay. Let me do this. Yeah, ally protection on everyone and then shield on everyone. Okay. Ally, well, except for physics, but ally protection, block debuffs and strengthen. Okay. Ally protection, block debuffs, strengthen. Ally protection heals himself by 50% of their max HP and continuous heal on himself. Target ally places increased defense on himself. So, okay, oh, this one, perfect, okay? Ally protection on everyone and then block damage on herself, okay? So, basically, what usually happens is a champion places ally protection on the whole team, and then they usually bring something else alongside the ally protection to help with the ally protection, right? For example, block damage, okay, increase defense, shield, okay. They usually bring something else alongside the block damage to help, right? But her, she doesn't have any of that. It's just block damage when it's just ally protection and continuous heal on everyone else, on all allies except the champion. So she's not even getting continuous heal buff. So she's not really that good, in my opinion, at least. She's not that good. Sinisha. Attack all enemies, places extra shot on enemies with less than 50% HP. Okay. Attacks one enemy, puts the target skills on cooldown, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 25%. Okay, so this okay, this is an older champion. Oh. Equalizes the HP of all allies. The HP levels of all allies will be brought up. Okay. Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is an older champion. You could tell this is an older champion because books don't increase the land rate. It's just it's a um it's 100% land rate, like from the very beginning. Because usually you go over to Quargon, right? You have to usually you have to put epic skill books into him to increase the land rate of his debuffs, right? Usually you have to put books into him to increase the land rate of his debuffs. But with Sinisha, books don't increase the land rate, right? Because puts the target skills on cooldown. You need accuracy in order to put the target skills on cooldown, right? But then with accuracy, there's also like with her, yeah. So you have a 75% chance, right? So you need accuracy, right, in order to land the decreased attack. But even if you have enough accuracy, there's still a 25% chance that you don't land the decreased attack. In order to bring that up to a 100% land rate decrease attack, you have to put books into her, epic skill books, right? But with Sinisha, you don't need books. You don't need to put books into her, you see? None of her skills require, I mean, at least, well, I mean, You probably should for this A3, but none of these skills require books, or none of these skills. The books don't increase the land rate of any of her effects. Okay, so Sinesha is an older champion because books don't increase the land rate of her cooldown. Tagore, this guy is good. I know this guy is good. Faction Wars, Demon Lord. Pretty sure he revives. Yeah, all dead allies on a 5. That's a 5. Wow, 5 turn. I mean, it's an all dead allies with the 20% max HP shield. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. On a 5, because usually squad wide team wide revives are like, I'd say usually 4 turn cooldowns, right? But this is a 5 turn cooldown, and that's a 5 turn cooldown. That's a bit too much. But then I saw revives all dead allies and places a shield on all dead allies as well. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. But anyway, places a increased defense for 2 turns of the ally with the lowest current HP. Attacks all enemies, places a increased speed on all allies, then heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. So you want to give him a lot of max HP. You want to give him a lot of HP. You want to give him a lot of HP because the heal on his A2 is based off 50% of his max HP. And also the shield is based off of 20% of his max HP. So you want to give him a mega fuck ton of HP so that he can heal by a massive amount and give them a massive shield. Okay. Lion's Guard Galatea. So I saw Nub's video on the showcase of the new faction. Obviously she was in it, and Nub said that she was decent. And I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I wonder if she's new, so I don't know if Hell Hades is gonna have her is gonna have a page for her yet, but what's her name? Lion's Guard. They do have a page for her. At 3.5. Oh. They don't have her multiplayers yet. Okay. What's she good in? Shogun Grove. Really? Good in Waves. Eternal Dragon, Celestial Griffin. Shogun's Grove. Okay. Attacks when enemy places an extra hit if this champion is places an extra hit if the target is under a decreased defense buff. Decreases target's turn meter by 10%. Okay. Places. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Oh, actually, let me go through the whole kit first. Attacks all enemies. Will ignore 15% of the target's defense if they are Spirit Affinity. Will ignore 25% of the target's defense if they are any other affinity. Activates the Apex Slice skill, the A2, the Block Revive skill, on a random enemy whose HP was decreased by more than 50% from this skill. Okay. Before attacking, has a 25% chance of removing any decreased defense or decreased attack debuffs on this champion and replacing them with the mirrored buff equivalent. Also has a 25% chance or 50% 50% chance of removing any increased defense buffs on enemies and replace them with the mirrored debuff equivalent. Okay. So basically, if she has decreased attack, she has a 50-50 chance of turning that decreased attack into increased attack. If she has decreased defense, she has a 50-50 chance of turning the decreased defense into increased defense. Okay, basically. So I feel like this doesn't like if she has a decreased attack buff, she has a 50-50. This champion has a 50-50 chance of turning the decreased attack into increased attack. I feel like they could simplify this a lot more, because like new players, like let's say a new player gets lucky and pulls her, right? A new player might not understand this, you know. I feel like the wording might be just a little bit confusing, you know. Like they could simplify it a lot more. Like what I just said. If this champion has any if this champion has any decreased attack debuffs, this champion has a 50-50 chance of turning any decreased attack debuffs into increased attack buffs. Okay, I feel like that's a lot simpler and it makes a lot more sense. But anyway, what are people saying about it? Arena? Okay. Okay. Now, okay, what I was gonna say, right? I feel like this A2, so Hell Hades doesn't have her multipliers yet, her attack multipliers yet. She's still like pretty new. So, but I feel like I feel like this A2 is gonna smack. Okay, I feel like this A2 might have like a 6 or maybe a 6.5 attack multiplier, because first of all, it's a single target block revive. Okay, first of all, and second of all, the A3 will instantly activate the A2 if any champion has less than 50% HP. Okay, I feel like this A2 might have might have a high attack multiplier. Okay, this might be a single target nuke, judging from the rest of her kit. Okay, but she's good though. She's good. I really want another nuker. Now, unfortunately, she is a spirit nuker. I would really want either a magic or force nuker, but I'll take it though. I'll take it. Okay. Rockbreaker. Faction Wars. Okay. This guy isn't very good, I don't think. Attacks one enemy. Increases this champion's defense by 4% each time the skill is used. Okay. Oh. And he's defense based, so that's a lot of extra damage. Okay. Has a 100% chance of placing provoke on all enemies for one turn. Really? -5, 90, yeah. Places a counterattack on the champion for 2 turns. Okay. 100% lane rip AoE provoke on a 3rd turn cooldown. For an epic, that's pretty rare, I'd say. Has a 25% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on this champion by 50% each time this champion is attacked. Has a 50-50 then. 35, 45, 50, yeah. 50-50 chance of decreasing damage inflicted. Wait. Yeah, it has a 50% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on the champion by 50%. Okay. So he has a 50-50 chance of decreasing all damage taken by 50%. Okay. So if the enemy team hits for 80,000 damage, he has a 50-50 chance of cutting that 80,000 damage in half, and he'll only take 40,000 damage instead. Like, I mean, 40,000 damage, that's still a lot, though. Okay, Crimson Helm, she's not very good. Well, revive on death and increase defense. Ooh. Actually, she might be that bad, actually. She might not be that bad. I mean, well, faction wars, yeah, that makes sense. Revive on death for everyone. Hmm. Okay. Supreme KO. Okay. Now, now, I already have a lot of I already have a lot of champions that I want to build that I well, not that I want to build, but that I have to build. Okay, I have a lot of champions that I have to build and that I have to book, right? And so I feel like I've I've got to a point. I've gotten to a point where I feel like I should probably stop pulling shards. Okay, I should stop pulling shards. Wait, I want to see Supreme Kills multipliers. I don't think they're gonna be that high though. Ooh, it's not too bad though. A 4.6 multiplier on his A2 and a 4.4 on his A3. Not bad. But anyway, yeah. So hear me out, right? Like I said, I've gotten to a point where I think I should stop pulling shards. Okay, I should stop pulling shards because I think I've already got a pretty good roster so far, right? I mean, I just six starred 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just six starred um five different champions like a couple days ago, right? And now I I still have the six star, or not six star, but I still have to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I, I I still have to build a whole lot of champions, so I think I should stop pulling shards for a while. Okay, because I I've already talked about this. Wait, no, I haven't. I haven't talked about this, but I told myself this, right? I will. I'm going to stop participating in um dungeon events. There's actually a Sand Devil Turn Attack tournament starting tomorrow, and one of the prizes is a prism. Is prism shards. So anyway, um, I I'm very close to my uh, to the max storage amount that I can have. All right, to 1,800 out of 2,000. Okay, so I think I should probably stop doing um like I sh- I should probably stop farming gear dungeons and participating in gear hunter events because I just don't have enough space for the gear, right? I have a I have quite a bit of good gear. I just don't have the space to get more gear, right? So that's first. I should stop participating in Gear Hunter events, right? And two, I have so many champions that like I I I have to I have to farm masteries for these champions. I have to farm food to rank up these champions. Okay, like gosh, I think that's what I'm gonna do now. If there is a primal shard event for mythicals, then yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull for that. Okay, but ancient 2x, void 2x, sacred 2x, like I'm just not gonna pull for any of that because I have so many good champions that I just like left alone, you know. So yeah, I really, really want there to be a Soulstone event, man. I really want there to be a Soulstone event, bro. Because I need a soul for my Arbiter. I need a soul for my Arbiter, man. I need one. Okay. Um, it's not getting one for her. I need a soul for my Arbiter, man. Who else do I get a soul for? Ooh, Kale. Let's do Kale. Wait. Eh. Yeah, let's do Kale. Yeah. Okay. I have a Tagore soul. I have a 3-star soul for Tagore. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I for the next couple months, I'm going to ignore all shard pulling events and just focus on building champions. Okay, I'm just focus on building champions. That's it. Now, I am going to do this prism event. I am going to do that. But other than that, yeah. Other than the prism event, I'm going to ignore all shard events and just build champions. Okay. So, yeah. That's it. That's it. That is it. We did. I mean, I'm happy with my pulls, I guess. I'm happy with my pulls. I'm. I was so. I was not expecting this, man. I was not expecting this. And what's crazy about it too, he doesn't require accuracy at all. Can't all of his debuffs just can't be resisted. So, I mean, they can be blocked by block debuffs, but no amount of accuracy will ignore block debuffs anyway. So that doesn't matter. He just doesn't need accuracy at all. Um, of course, he does need the books. He does need the books because he has a 50-50 chance of placing the weekend, right? But what if he doesn't hit on that 50-50 chance, right? If he does hit on the 50-50 chance, then he doesn't need accuracy to place the weekend. Okay, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so that's it. That's it. Uh, I honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I got. It may not sound like it, but I am happy. If you like the video, um, like it. If you like me, then subscribe to the channel. Um, if I'm sorry if you don't like my voice. It's 10:11 a.m. and I just woke up. So yeah. Also, you probably heard me doing this a couple times throughout the video. My nose is stuffy. So yeah. See you in the next one. Peace out.